That's enough. Well, what are we doing here, folks? Coming to you live from a beautiful October 25th, 2017. We are approaching week 8, folks. Holy shit. Week 8. We are past the halfway point in our fantasy season. Wow, where does the time go? I can't even freaking believe it. Now, I know you're wondering, why in sync? 3 reasons. 1, Stephen Frey gave me a good idea. Unknowingly, since he put that little post in our group chat there. It was pretty clever. I liked it. So I kind of ran with it. So, InSync's Bye 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 is playing 2 parts today. 1, this is bye week hell. Holy shit, so many teams are on bye. Everyone is in trouble that has these players. Reason number 2, we're going to do a little Pretenders versus Contenders lineup here, folks. We got some teams that are no bueno. Ain't going to make it. I'm saying bye, bye, bye. It's over. Pack your bags. Get your fishing poles out. Get ready for the freaking spring. It's going to be a long off season until next August, until you can get your dick hard again and get all your hopes and dreams up. There's a couple teams that are on the fringe, and there's a couple teams that are already on the green, and there's a couple of us that are sitting there plugged in the bunker and are fucked. You know, that's pretty much where we're at. So we're going to go through here, break down a couple of things here, and, we'll go through the matchups real quick. I'm not going to do the full thing because, I'm going to spend more time on the Pretenders versus the Contenders here. So, sitting on top of our standings, we have Matt Medley sitting 6-1. Finally got a blemish thanks to Eli. Scoring the most points by far, at least by 50 points. He's got almost 700 points for and only 500 against. The guy's just running away with it. But he got knocked down there this last weekend, so we'll see what happens. It kind of seems most of these teams that are in the top ranking-wise as far as standings are higher scorers. There's a couple teams like myself, Eli, Rowley, and Matt Martin and Sacco that are scoring okay but just can't get a good matchup and are losing. And, got a couple teams on the bottom. Sean, Tyler, Adam. Maybe I'm going to call out one of those has a turnaround. We'll see. We're going to run into it and see what happens. So, I haven't 100% decided how I'm going to break down and surprise everybody. I think I'm just going to pick and choose. So, I'm going to go with the first contender. I feel like this is locked and loaded. I don't think I can jinx this team. I'm secretly hoping I jinx you. I don't think I can jinx this team. I think they're a locked and loaded contender. I called it out from day one. I'm proud of myself for making a good call. This team is sitting at a beautiful 5-2 right now, and the team just seems to be moving. I'm talking about Peter Maldonado. Ingram is now AP-less. I know some of y'all thinking, well, man, AP really wasn't doing shit to begin with. I think the fact that AP was in the backfield had Ingram nervous because everyone knows Sean Payton doesn't like Mark Ingram for some reason. But Ingram is getting it done. It's 2 weeks in a row of steady pay, and I like what I'm seeing. Julio Jones is on the up and up. He's getting it going Matty Ice. And Dak's just going to Dak. You don't got to worry about it, folks. Peter, I was told by a little birdie, you need to sit Dak Prescott this week. As a Cowboy fan, I'm hoping you listen. Apparently, the last 2 opponents this guy has faced, the quarterbacks have died, and those quarterbacks were Aaron Rodgers and Carson Palmer. So I'm really hoping you listen, because we need Dak for the Cowboys. So, I'm hoping you listen. But Peter, I think he's a strong contender. I think a lot of things have to go wrong for this team not to be in the playoff picture. And, that's Peter. I think he's doing good. I'm going to do another contender. This team's sitting at a solid 5-2 as well. Antonio Brown is doing a lot of work. Big Ben is continuing to feed Antonio Brown. He's not having a Big Ben type of year, but Antonio Brown is doing just fine. And I don't think you have anything to worry about. Of course, I'm talking about Michael Frey. With these Steelers stack, I think he's just going to be a consistent points every week. Kareem Hunt is just going to man up. He hasn't even been doing that good these last couple weeks, but I think he's due for another couple multiple touchdown game. Pierre Garçon is a nice and steady stream of targets, and I think he's going to be just fine. These guys have decent teams, and they're continuing to just work for them, and they're getting victories. Those are two contenders. Now, this next team I'm struggling with. It's a hard one to call, for a big reason. It's a very obvious reason, and I just don't know how to feel about it. This team's sitting at a 4-3. He's in the mismatch of teams. There's 5 teams total at 4-3, and there's even one at 3-4. There's just a lot of teams that are in this middle pack, and this team right now is on a winning streak, folks. 4 games in a row. Why, you ask? Because A.J. Green and Zeke Elliott are gosh dang men. They're just men. But the hanging question, is Zeke going to get suspended? Who the fuck knows? Who knows? I don't know. They tell me he is. Then they tell me he's not. Then the judge is on vacation, finger blasting his freaking girlfriend. I don't know what's happening. I don't fucking know. So how can I rank this team in the pretender or contender category? I'm ranking them as no clue. I got no fucking clue. I don't know how to judge this team. I know when Zeke's playing, they beat the shit out of people. I know they're really good if Zeke's there, but if he gets a 6-game suspension, it's fucking over, son. You ain't going to be scoring 20 points a game from whatever horseshit running back you have filling them up. You're going to need Zeke to play better. You're going to need Zeke there in order to win. If he's there, this team's in the playoffs. There's no doubt about it. You have a very strong team if Zeke is there. But no Zeke, you're in trouble. You cannot rely on Rob Kelly and Latavius Murray to run enough to get you in the playoffs. So this team is a no clue, and I just don't know. Moving along, I'm going to do another pretender here. This is a pretender. Our first pretender. Ooh, this is a fun one. First pretender of the bunch. This is a 4-3 team who came out strong. 4-3, big plans. Had a beautiful stack. Beautiful. Just, Tom Brady to Brandon Cooks is just money. Problem is, I don't think they can do it consistent enough to keep this team winning. Devonta Freeman is a product of a Super Bowl hangover offense. What the fuck, Matt Ryan? Get it together. Jesus, son. What is happening? It makes me nervous. There's a lot of people that have stock in the Falcons, and I just don't know how to really believe in that offense right now. Good Lord, they look like dog shit. Yeah, Will Fuller's another guy on this team. I just don't. It's not consistent. Of course, I'm talking about CJ's team. I'm not feeling confident about this 4-3 team, and I just see that there's a cliff approaching, and I feel like this team is going to be in the bottom half of our league, not making the playoffs. And sorry, CJ, love you, man. It's just not going to happen, dude. Next team, got another 4-3 team. I told you there's a couple of these, man. Another big 4-3 team here. This team has a quarterback who I don't think is good, but they don't really give a fuck what I think. The quarterback is getting points. He's doing good. He just played Monday night, looking sexy. This team has Le'Veon Bell. Yeah, there's nothing else that needs to be said. Le'Veon Bell's really fucking good, people. The guy's getting 30 touches a game. The new Miller time is pounding beer like it's spring break. Holy shit. Houston Texans may have an offense, folks. Juju Smith is now the wide receiver 2 in Pittsburgh. I'm liking what I'm seeing, and I think Stephen Frey has enough to get into the playoffs and make a little noise, make a little ruckus, just a little ruckus. I'm liking it. Now, excuse me. We're gonna get on to we're gonna skip a couple of contenders. I don't want to do them all in a row, man. That shit ain't fun. If I forget a team, dude, you gotta forgive me. All right. This team I'm calling not a pretender and not a contender. I'm calling it a just maybe. Because just maybe this team has enough. It's just right there. Holy shit. You got Cam Newton on a brand new team, folks. Brand new team. Dougie Fresh. I'm a Dougie Fresh fan. Have been since day one. And I really like the dude. And he's performing now. I think he's going to get it going. But the problem is TT and MT, Demaryius Thomas, Michael Thomas. They're not doing it, dude. They're just fucking right there. But it's not enough. It's just not enough. And this is why this team has a losing record. He needs his receivers to get it going. His flex with Devonta Adams just took a huge hit a couple weeks ago with Aaron Rodgers dying, and I don't see much love there. Did the guy even I don't think the fucking quarterback got 100 yards passing, bro. That shit ain't good. I dropped Cobb. Fuck it, dude. This shit's over. I hate technology sometimes. Pain in the fucking ass. Anyway, as I was saying, piece of shit computer. Demaryius Thomas, Michael Thomas ain't getting it done. Let's just end it at that. Because I have no fucking clue how much time I have left. I might have 10 minutes. I don't even know. So, Chalupa Batman, a.k.a. Sacco, a.k.a. Chris. I'm thinking you're going to make it 3 and 4. You might have a chance. Okay, moving on. Next pretender. We have a team that is 2 and 5. Talking about a team that has a running back named Shady. Hey, look who's alive. Motherfucking Shady McCoy. Deshaun Watson, fun to dream about, but I'm not seeing it as a sustainable option, and I think the train ends here. D. Jackson, Sanu just aren't enough. Matt Martin, I'm sorry. I don't see it happening for you, buddy. And, it's just going to be a problem. I think Deshaun Watson can be okay, but, dude, he's having 5 freaking touchdown games, and that shit ain't going to happen, bro. Oh, my God. What a fucking loser out of this 1 week. And I can't do goddamn shit right. Ah! Hey, looky there, I'm back. Matt Martin, sorry, calling it pretender. Ain't making it this year, buddy. It's all right. There's always next year. Just keep those trades. Everyone likes to trade. Those are fun things to do. Moving on. We have a team that I'm calling a contender. 4 and 3 team. This team's got a running back duo that'll make your mouth water, people. Talking about Rolly Salinas. I know, Rolly Salinas. Melly and Fournette are sexy mother truckers, and I'm liking it. Big fun there. There's a lot of sexiness there. Running backs or receivers are solid enough. You got Krabby. I think Alshon's going to have a better second half. And I think this team's good enough to squeak in the 6th spot, somewhere in that ballpark. I'm thinking the 6th spot is looking just good enough for Rolly. I think he makes a good comeback. He has a good comeback season. I like it. Rolly, I'm sorry. Eventually someone will have to do another projection for me, and that'll probably be the week you lose. But until then, I got your back, dog. Don't even worry about it. That's a 4 and 3 team. Contender. Next, the last 4 and 3 team I have talked about. Oh, man. Does it again. He fucking every year. He he makes all these crazy-ass motherfucking trades. How do you get Des Bryant and Michael... I don't know how he does it. Guy's a fucking wizard. Wizard. Desmond Evans, yup. Russell Wilson's on the back track to work. Son, he was going down the track to sucking dick, and now he's working. And it's only a matter of time before Jai and Mixon get going. I don't think Reed's really back. I know he gave him a win against Matt, but I don't really know if that's true or not. I'm talking about Eli Perez. He's a contender, folks. Watch out for this team. Stephon Diggity in the flex. Ooh, that could be scary. We'll see what happens. He's got to get healthy, but that could be really scary. And this team could be very, very strong on the down stretch. Next team I want to talk about is a pretender. It's a 2 and 5 team that had a lot of hope. Lot of fucking hope. Oh, man, there was so much hope. I felt like the draft just went so well. Oh, it went so well. DeMarco isn't getting it done. Keenan is a basic bitch, and Larry is now useless. Fucking useless without Carson. Carson just died. Old balls Carson died finally. It was bound to happen. Everyone knew it was possible, but fucking happened. But hey, you know, Todd Gurley was good. It's fun to watch him. You know, I made one right call. That's good. Yeah, so I'm a 2-5 team. I don't think it's going to happen, and my season's over. So, you know, I'm joining these other guys down here in the 2-5 spot. All right, next pretender. Uncle Ty's daycare. I just don't think there's enough time. I don't hate this team completely, but I just don't think there's enough time. Chris Thompson, Marshawn Lynch just won't be good enough. AP's whatever. Baldwin and Reek Hill, I love them, but these guys are roller coasters. Like the highs are high and the lows are low, and I just don't think they're enough to be consistent on a weekly basis to get their highs linked up and win. And Gilsey's trash. So this team 2-5, I'm sure he's not shocked, but you know, I just don't see it happening. And I got a fun one. Here's one that y'all weren't seeing coming. My next pretender. This pretender has been doing a lot of good in this league right now. Unfortunately, Andrew Luck is dead. I think he's over. Jordan Nelson, ruined. Aaron Rodgers is dead. McKinnon, I don't see it happening every week. Like, look what happened this last week. See what happened? Nothing, exactly. Carlos Hyde, it's not good enough. Sound off the alarm! Woo! Woo! Watch out, folks. Calling it. 6-1 is a lot of wins. He didn't have to do a lot to get in the playoffs, but here's my fucking upset special. Matt Millie doesn't make the playoffs. I don't think the team's got enough there to make it. I think he's gonna be in trouble. He's gonna be in trouble. He's been skating on by with some crazy ass fucking Flyers, and I think this is the end of it. Following that up is there's a world. What does that mean? I'm saying there's a world, people. Look at the names on the list. Just think of it. It could happen. Amari Cooper, Nuke, T.Y. If T.Y. can get it going, there's a fucking world. Jay Stu, there's a world, bro. I'm just saying. Derek Carr, there's a world where Adam gets fucking crazy and makes the playoff push. There's a world. That's all I'm fucking saying. He doesn't deserve it because he drafted like dog shit. But there's a fucking world. Just saying. That's my fucking call. Those are my two upsets. I don't think Matt makes it, and I'm saying there's possible that Adam does. Fucking crazy, bro. Living on the edge and shit, dude. All right, this last team, I'm pretty sure no one's shocked. This team is just not a pretender or a contender. They're just dead. This team's over. Fucking lock it down. Unless something happens crazy, this is locked and loaded Sacco territory. Sean, good lord, sir. You got to get it. You got to get it back. Something happened. It all went away. Oh, Dale. Aaron Rodgers. They're all dying. Just like that. If you don't make some magic bullshit happen, your team's dead with them. And, you know, I know you can't help injuries, but that's the road you're looking at. I'll do the quick matchups. I got Chalupa and Jamie are playing each other. I'm looking for Doug Martin to get it going. Demaryius Thomas, Michael Thompson, and Zach Ertz are good. Keenan Allen, I think, has a good game. And I think Tevin Coleman and maybe Andy Dalton. Fuck, that's pretty much it. Give me Chris to take the victory here. It's pretty simple shit. Next matchup, Tyler and Matt Martin. I like the dog shit here. There's a lot of dog shit. Shady and Watson, like I said, those guys are good. Watson has a tough matchup, so I don't think he's gonna have a good day against Seattle. And Tyrod Taylor has a good chance to get some points going against Oakland. Chris Thompson I like against Dallas, and Reek Hill's gonna have a toughie, and Doug Baldwin's gonna have a toughie. It's gonna be a low-scoring game. I think Uncle Ty's daycare gets another win, and I see him getting a victory. Here's a good matchup. You got the brothers, the Frey brothers, some magic here. You got Le'Veon Bell, Ben Roethlisberger, Antonio Brown all in this game. Juju Smith-Schuster all in this game. A lot of Steelers. I think Steven's team is just a better team right now with his pieces. I like Steven to take a victory here. Le'Veon Bell just makes me excited, dude. I just get super pumped to talk about that dude. Rolly against Adam. Here's an interesting one. Ooh, Melvin Gordon, though. That's a juicy, juicy matchup. Matt Ryan's going to have a bounce back. Derek Carr and Cooper will not have the same success against the Buffalo Bills, and I think Roley's going to take a victory here. You got Peter versus Logan. Oh, I'm going to save that one. That's a matchup of the week. CJ versus Eli. I'm going to say that one too. That's a matchup of the week. Fuck, man. All right, hold up. Okay. Matt versus Sean. Matt wins. Well, that's all we need to talk about there. Matt's got wins. He's good. Kelvin Benjamin's good. Gronkowski's good. Yeah, we all know that shit. I hope my shit doesn't run out in 30 seconds. Fuck, nigga. Eli versus CJ. Good matchup here, folks. Russell Wilson does it again. Jay Ajayi is finally going to score a touchdown. Des Bryant and Mike Evans go off. And I think Eli's going to win because all CJ has is Tom Brady and Brandon Cooks, and I think he's in trouble. And Devonta Freeman's going to have a good game, though. I like that. I like that a lot. Real quick, Tyler versus Logan. Matchup of the week! Yeah, buddy. This is good. I think this is a push. I have no fucking clue who's going to win this. I think... Oh, shit, dude. Look at these matchups, bro. This is going to be like 105 to 102 or some shit. Give me Logan, dude. Logan with the 5-game winning streak. That's fucking crazy. Logan on the comeback. 0-3 to 5-3. That is nuts. I like it. Sends Peter to 5-3, and both these teams, like I said, when Zeke Elliott's here, it's just a game changer. Mark Ingram doesn't have a great matchup against Chicago. Julio Jones against the Jets, they should do good, but I don't know. Man, this is just tough. What are you gonna do, man? I will take the time to make a point about Adam Brown and his comments on defenses. I think the dude's got a point. Defense points got to come down some. This is fucking crazy when your defense is scoring 20 points. Like I say, he's right. Just gonna say he's got a point. On that note, I'm talking about my Astros going tonight, game 2. Yeah! Let's go Stros. Yeah, all truckers, have a good day. I hope you did enjoy the Contenders versus Pretenders series. Shout out to my boy Man Ross for the idea. You know, have a good weekend, dude. I got nothing else to say. And yeah, I think that's all I got, dude. Peace and blessings. Bye.